So I just got here, and look, it says, who wrote that? Open me on air. Wonder what could that be? Motorola Mobility, Fort Worth, Texas. I think this wasn't supposed to come till Wednesday. But good on Motorola for, and bad on whoever made this box for getting a little bit early. So this is the MotoX Pure Edition, I believe, which is a pretty exciting variant of the phone I thought was the phone of the year in 2013. A little less excited about the 2014 Moto X because it didn't have much battery life, and the cameras are traditionally pretty bad on the Motorola's. Let's see what we get here, though. Motorola says we've improved the camera. It's 21 megapixels. And this I did at Moto Maker, oh gosh, about 10 days ago. So, I don't know why they do the cellophane wrapping. Most companies have abandoned that now. The Apple comes without the plastic around it. The Nexus, I'm sorry, the OnePlus One comes without the wrapping around it. Is it to keep moisture out? Or to keep me in suspense a little bit longer? Probably that. So I have the Nexus 6 here because we're going to do a little experiment once this starts up. So this is the 64 gigabyte version, and I did customize it. There's the oh, that's nice. That's ebony, and I decided to get champagne with a white front and champagne accents. One of the things that I've really loved about the Moto X is the stereo speakers right in the front, left and right. And a lot of companies starting to emulate that now. Look at all the sensors on this guy. So there's the phone. This is the usual doohickeys. This does support fast charging. In fact, it's rumored to support fast charging faster than the other fast chargers. So we'll see how fast that is. Traditional motor. This is, I don't know why Motorola does this. Maybe it's because it's a fast charging cable and they want to keep it, but it's what we call normaled into the wall wart. Normally they just use a USB adapter. This is what OnePlus One did, so you can use it with other things. But yeah, that's all right. It means this is just for the Motorola phone. And I don't really like the rest of this unboxing process, but we're going to go through it real quickly. There's the nice little, same as last year, Motorola SIM poker. Now, this time, after my experience with the Note 5, I'm going to read the manual. Read me. This is all safety information, right? FCC notices and all that, so we could throw that out. And this is nice. It's sustainably sourced. It contains genuine wood from sustainable sources. So this is an ebony back. I like the leathers as well. All right, so here's the manual. Does it say anything about a stylus going in the wrong way? No. All right, put in the cards, power up, blah, blah, blah. All right, so here's the experiment we're going to do. Rumor has it, this is a Google Fi version of the Nexus 6 with the Google Fi SIM in it. And the rumor has it that Fi works in the Moto X. Well, not exactly. Remember, the Moto X is also made by the same company as the Nexus 6. But apparently the Sprint stuff doesn't work. But the T-Mobile does. And since I don't really have good Sprint coverage here, I'm going to just try this Fi SIM in the Moto X Pure Edition. After this, there's the Fi SIM. After this unboxing, we'll start the tech guy in about 5 minutes. I do like the champagne. Gold is in. Although, last night, up at midnight, did order my iPhone. You don't have to get in line for me, John.
Thank you.
Yeah. I ordered the gold, the rose gold, which I think is really pink. More rose than gold. Ah, this is nice. SD card as well as, so maybe this isn't the SIM. Oh, yeah, it is. It's the SIM and the SD card slot. SIM 1. Huh. Well, that's a little bit confusing. Not sure what to make of that. I have an SD card at home. I won't put that in yet. Like that? Yep. Like that, I guess. That's weird. I'll be popping that out later to put the SD card in. It's funny, when Motorola was owned by Google, they, of course, did not include SD cards in the Moto X because Google was deprecating SD cards. Now that they're owned by Lenovo, yeah, and nobody else is doing SD cards, Motorola says, yeah, we're going to do SD cards. You know, Lollipop is much better with SD cards. Apparently Marshmallow even better still, so I don't think that's a problem. All right, let's power it up. I've removed the plastic. Let's not make the mistake I made last year of not removing the plastic from the lens. Good. Let's turn her on. Motorola, the Moto X really appeals to me for a couple of reasons. One is it's a very pure version of Android. This will be Lollipop 511. But also, when they do add, they call it Android Plus. When they do add stuff, they add stuff that's really useful. The always on, always listening feature. This year, you'll be able to put the phone to your ear and speak to Google Now, and it will respond only through the speaker, which is a nice feature somebody discovered. Yeah, you can see very lollipoppy. They don't change it much. One of the other nice things about Android, I think, is the onboarding process. There's a couple of things I could do. I can tap it to another Android phone and copy the settings over from that, which I'll probably do with the Note 5 here. Let's compare it in size. This is a 5.7-inch screen, LCD screen, compared to the 5.7 Note and the 6. Nexus 6, which is 6 inches, so just a little bit smaller. About the same size as a Note 5. It has that nice curved back, which you know, the Note 5 now has this glass back that Samsung's doing. I kind of like this curved Moto back. Sit tight while we retrieve your Google account information. At some point, it'll say, would you like to migrate? And I'll be able to tap it to the back of, I'll probably tap, you know, maybe I should tap it to the back of the Nexus 6. Let's turn on the Nexus 6. Because this is a Motorola device. Screen looks pretty good. The size is nice. Hand feel is good. The dimple's too low to be useful anymore. The dimple on the old Moto X was a little higher. This little dimple. Here's the tap and go. Make sure your device is on and unlocked. Briefly place the two devices side by side. Let me open my Nexus 6. Or maybe I should, well, I don't know. Should I use the Sammy? I guess it won't copy Sammy's stuff over. The big missing piece in this, I'm afraid, is the fingerprint reader. The lack of a fingerprint reader, I think, is really a drag. This is one thing that Apple doesn't allow NFC to do, and I wish they would. Let's do that again. What happened? Yes. Tap and go. Let's go back here. Tap and go. Did you see it? Did you see it? Now I'm going to do it again. I tapped the screen. I have to give permission on this device. To continue your screen to be locked, you need to unlock it and verify it. So that's the fingerprint reader. I really like the fingerprint reader, and I think that that's going to be one thing that's going to be missing. But the real question for me, as always, is going to be battery life. Let me enter my Google. I think they do a good job of both making it easy to move over, but also securing it somewhat so that you can't, you know, it's not some bad guy can't just do it. So now they're retrieving Google device information. And I'm using the Fi card in here, which will be interesting. All right, well, there you go. Ebony version. No reason to put a case on this. That's just too beautiful to... So nice. Cover up. Moto X Pure Edition. We'll do a more detailed review on Before You Buy or the screensavers